Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader with a message for the Scorpio energy today. I have asked my guides in spirit to bring a message through the cards that will be deeply positive and helpful for you as you navigate your journey this week. And as I do the reading, they're going to keep talking and sending me information. So the reading unfolds as we go. And they had me draw extra cards. I have no idea how I'm going to hold them because these cards are kind of big. So it'll be an adventure for all of us. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I strongly encourage you to subscribe so that you can stay in contact with this high vibration information every week. It really can help you to move forward. And if you're returning, I so appreciate your presence and your energy. And I'm really excited to get started with this reading for you because, yeah, like I said, I drew extra cards. We have the moon for the energy that the universe sends you this week. This is a very shifty energy. I feel like there's kind of the light at the end of the tunnel, but there's a lot of kind of searching in the dark and searching through phantoms is the word they just gave me. So shapes and things that don't seem real, mist figures. So I'm not talking about like literally a mist figure is going to appear in your living room. But there's going to be like kind of energies and just little hunches and feelings that it's kind of like they're in and out. And nothing is really coalescing into a big picture yet. Nothing is becoming substantial. It's just kind of like these little glimmers of stuff. And so it can cause a little bit of consternation, this card, because you're like, just show it to me, just give it to me, come on. But the energy of this is just kind of like, it's like the universe is teasing you a little bit with these little fits of intuitive truth. I do feel like eventually you come to a strong realization. I feel like you walk through this path here and then there's, by the time you get to the other side, there's a full moon. So I do feel like something happens, but at the outset, at the superficial level, it's just kind of like dream fragments. Do you know, like when you have lots of intense dreams or lots of dreams and you can't remember a thread, you just remember these little fragments or vignettes or maybe just like little moments. You can't even piece a story together. It's just like that. That's what I feel with this card. Now, you're going to try to make sense of it, aren't you? This Princess of Pentacles. You're going to try to figure out what it means. You're going to want to try to piece it together. I don't think these two energies are aligned together because this is about just letting it be a little nebulous for a second. And if you go on trying to pull it together to make it make sense, I feel like you're only going to get a superficial interpretation of what's happening. This is kind of a Taurus kind of energy, Taurus, Virgo, I want to say, energy with this card. So it's more on the surface of things. And what's going on is actually a much deeper process. So I'm hoping that you will, like these dogs or these wolves are baying at the moon, that you will keep that analyzing process at bay. I know there's a strong desire to figure this out. I know there's a strong desire to have a cohesive something to look at, you know, a whole something that you just want it to make sense. But there's hidden symbols. You see the eternity symbol, or maybe that means something else. I'm not an expert in Druid symbology, but I feel like there's still hidden stuff that's not contained in your pentacle that you're looking at. You're looking at this picture, but you're still kind of missing parts, and that's on purpose. So let's keep going with these cards. Like I said, I have no idea how I'm going to hold these up. I'm going to try. So, okay. What this process... It just looks like a cluster. But, okay, let me focus here. What this process is about is that there's some deep heart level healing that's going on, some deep betrayals, some deep sacrifices that you've had to make for your journey and for yourself. There's some deep things that are being healed. And that's why it comes up in fragments. That's why it comes up in pieces. That's why it doesn't come up as whole, because there's something much deeper going on. And this may be so deep that you're not even aware of it. So I'm wondering if this is also like some past life karma that's being worked out for you, not necessarily by you. It's almost like it's just being done for you. But there's immense growth at the vulnerable, deep heart level that's going on. So this is really deep level stuff. But that's why it's coming up in fragments, because some of it may be cell memory, some of it may be karmic memory, some of it may be so deep in your psyche from this lifetime that it just doesn't have a cohesive whole yet. Okay, that's what's being healed down there. Now on this coming up, we've got the Five of Wands, which sometimes feels like conflict, but this time it just feels like movement. So it's like being dislodged from those deep layers, and it's coming up into your world in different places. So you may be feeling a little bit weird, like you're almost like you're different people, and those different people are fighting playfully because they're really all part of you, but they're kind of fighting for supremacy. The old selves and the new selves are kind of trying to jockey into position for what's going on. And so you just might be feeling a bit off. You know, in addition to not being able to figure out what's going on, all of a sudden you've got these different personas coming up for you, and you're like, what the heck, is that me? I thought this was me. I thought I was done with that version of me. What is that? What is going on there? So it's this really deep healing process that it is happening, but the evidence of it, or the fallout, or the consequence of the way it manifests in your world is just kind of like, what? So we've got that going on, but this Queen of Wands, or sorry, Queen of Pentacles is coming up to reassure us that this is indeed a deeply healing process that gets you in touch with your true natural pattern and natural rhythm. She's got a drum, and she's beating on it with a bone. So this is a strong message of healing, and of healing a deep rift in the rhythm. So it's like healing a rift in your own life force that's been stuttering a little bit for the past however long. Sorry for a second. This is speaking to me on multiple levels, and I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words. As a lot of you know, I'm also a professional musician. I'm a pianist, and rhythm is the most important thing. It's the most important component of music. It's what connects us to our body. It's what connects your body to music. It's more important than the notes. And when the rhythm is regular, then you feel good. You feel vital in it. You feel calm, or you feel energized. When the rhythm is off, then we start to feel uneasy, or we feel like we feel anxious. So when you hear someone play, or you hear performance that's stuttering with the rhythm, even if they're playing even if they're playing the right notes, something still feels off. So while yes, you feel off, it's because your rhythm is being reconfigured so that you have a new rhythm that is healed, and your life is opening and progressing in a way that's in harmony with you, the true you that you really are. Let's go look at these other cards for a second. No, they're saying to stay with this Queen of Pentacles. So this is a really strange process, but rhythm is also something that grounds you. So be assured that at the end of this process, the beginning and the end is actually a grounded healing experience for you. So stay grounded with all of this. In fact, probably listening to music, especially music with drumming in it. There's all sorts of music. I'm thinking drumming because I'm very literal. Like tribal music, but even like rock music, or just something with a tangible beat that you can feel and that you can move to, that will help you kind of stay they just gave me the word sane. That will help you stay sane in this deep energetic rearrangement that's going on. Now we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Wands, and again this is talking about a reconfiguration. The Nine of Pentacles is the abundance that comes with the purity of your soul. She's also, I love that she has a falcon or a hawk but something that can go out and accomplish her wishes. And right now her desire, her wish is for new paths, to forge new creative ways forward, new ways that you can use your creativity, that you can expand this new self, that you can, there's a playfulness I'm feeling, that you can really enjoy this new being who you are, and that the creativity leads from one thing to another thing to another thing, and it's just this ever expanding process. That's what your soul is trying to send you. And it all comes together, all of these cards, all roads lead to Rome. They lead to our lovely Queen of Pentacles, who is the end and the beginning of your healing process. But it has to do with redoing your rhythm. You know, on a practical level, this is also circadian rhythm. So if you haven't been sleeping enough, or you've gotten off somehow, this is the time to realign yourself back with your natural rhythms to help this deeper psychic recalibration happen. So as you reorient your body to what's normal for it, then your soul can figure out which fragments to keep and which fragments to release. So this is a way that you can support each other. Your body and your soul can support each other. So I'm getting the signal to wrap this up. So if you've got questions about this, please let me know in the comments. I always love to hear from you in the comments as well. It makes my day. And I want to let you know that I have a website, trueguidancetarot.com, with some amazing stuff on it. Intuitive readings over Zoom, all lengths, short and long ones. And there's also a Phoenix Path program for those who are really seeking, wanting to go deep and wanting to experience and grow that soulful, spiritual side of themselves. Amazing resource there, amazing offerings, trueguidancetarot.com. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Have an awesome one.